Hey, my microphone is, I got to charge this thing, but yeah, we're just looking at this right now. YM, ES, and then Q. It's just the opening. We're going to mark off the opening, see where we go. I still think we go a little bit higher, even though we drifted lower thanks to YM. I'm trying something new with Rumble, where you can. I'm literally streaming in like 8 different places right now, and yeah. I like that wick right there, but CPI is soon, so it's PPI. So we're gonna have a lot of time for a lot of different trades here. I'm marking this. I know that's not how a lot of people do it, but that's how I do it. That is our daily open, okay? We're still in the middle of the range. And we are going to eventually hit seasonal weakness here in a couple of weeks. I think in a couple of weeks. Yeah, I think we have a little bit more room to run. But that is just me. Time now is 7:16 p.m. The property. Notice why M had bottom before before the opening. Right here to here, that's solid, this power. Or if we scroll down and look a little bit deeper, like 15 minutes, you can see that it bottomed first, or it started bottoming. Well, it's got topish first. Let's see here. How's my microphone? Microphone check. 1, 2, 3. I am gonna have to leave this alone after a while, though, just so I can go charge my little headset, eat dinner. Gotta eat dinner. Cooking fries today. See how it bottom here. Then after settlement, bottom again. Still red. Ugh, I don't like YM. Only feasible explanation for why the market went down was YM. I just have to say it. We have so many people reporting though. That's going to be crazy. Then we have PPI too. So Feds are going to try to talk down the market. That's a nice little roll right there. Got to draw liquidity at noon. Is that noon? Yeah, that was at noon. Into now. Some people are like, don't draw that whole wick. Yes, I want to draw the whole wick. Why? You don't do that. Yes, you do. Well, I do. You can do whatever you want. That's what makes America, America. Let's see. You can do it however you feel like it. So we're just gonna watch these three for a little bit. Hope everybody had a good, profitable day. I took an L today. I took some profit last night, but I took an L today. It's got to be the slower market. It doesn't bug me as much. I don't know. It's just me. Let's see. Somebody asked about this too. Hold on one second. Yeah, I wish X would pay freaking streamers. That'd be nice. Everybody's eating lunch right now. Dinner right now. You're not even worried about trading. There we are. The whole thing. It does not do the whole thing, does it? Oh my gosh. Huh. Because we're not even in Asia yet. We're like pre-market Asia. I might leave this whole screen up there for a while. Oh, great. Now it's starting. Where's that starting at, though? Don't. Not my Twitch. Like I said, I'm streaming like multi places right now. That's just going to repeat itself. Hold up. Let me click. There we go. Yeah. Oh, slowly creeping up. Let me hit that wick. That'd be nice. I don't care what you do with CPI tomorrow. I'm in it now, then. All right. Yeah. Really? We got me for copyright yesterday. That was funny. Oh, not yesterday. Sunday. Trying to do a few things. There's a lag from the X side right there. There we go. All right. Oh man. Yeah, just because you're marking it off doesn't mean that you have to trade it right away. Go back to but you can stream from like 10 different places if you wanted to. It's not really a big deal on Rumble. Select the link. UK, July, consumer prices rose 1.1 year over year. Yeah, you couldn't give me to live in the UK. I'm sorry, but there's just way too much crap going on in the UK. They erase people. I mean, really, they arrest people for like Facebook posts. That is crazy. That's just the world we live in. Can't call that a double bottom, by the way, because of that right there. That's how I do it. I do it different. It wicked down here, but that's not how I do it. Glad I got stopped out, man. Dang, that thing went. Well, that was ES. Hold up. Go here to NQ. It's all a little bit nervous, right? Yeah. I want to go see where I got stopped out. I wanted to wait until 1:30. I was like, nope. I didn't do what I wanted to by that time. But you can't just say, okay, I want to give it 3 minutes. Oh, wait, I want to give it 15 minutes. No, wait, I want to give it 20 minutes. No. If you're going to give it like 6 minutes, say, okay, top of the hour, bottom of the hour, and it's still not doing what you want, chances are the rest of the hour is not going to do what you want. And then you're just stuck and you're looking at it, and no, you don't want to do that. You just want to get out. You can always come back and make your money back. But it's just gambling to stay in it, really, and just say, okay, yeah, I'm going to be in this losing position until I have money. No, don't do that. That's stupid. Did almost hit that 50. The 50. Right there. The 50. That is higher than that. So don't give me your bear case, guys. I don't care if it goes down 100 points. Don't give me your bear case. Could go down here. That's last week. I mean, it's working on the top, but that top would only. I'm talking about something that would last like a month or two, but like the end of October or middle of October or beginning of October. Those bottoms are really, really hard to. They're just as hard to say top. Like that's why I say it's not a top until it is. It's gonna be the top of the year, bro. No, you can't say that. There's too many variables. The only consistency is what you have in front of you. And if you can't see what's in front of you, or try to come up with a decent, I mean, like if you're bearish, I can see being bearish on white now, and NQ right now, this time of year. But it, For me, with CPI and PPI, I can only trade very, very short. See, it does look like a bull trap, doesn't it? Straight up like that. This is hourly, and then it falls down. How far will it go, man? Not too far, actually. I don't think it'll go too far. It could go down tonight, and what it'll do is just bring it up with the CPI or PPI. But I forgot what the analyst said about the PPI and CPI. Some people will actually try to trade, like, you could trade SPY with it because SPY is not going to move that much. And the only way it's really going to hurt you is if you over leverage, honestly. So, like, trade through the session. You know what I mean? Look at that. Remember how we pointed out that wick last night? Like, it wants to fill that. It wants to go down here and test that during cash open. You know what I mean? I don't know if we get it overnight. We could. But that's just a SPY. You can look at Qs and it's totally different. Oops, too many Qs. So many Qs. Yeah, I'm trying to test out something real quick too. Okay, that's not working at all. So it's not going to be a very, very long stream. And I might do one before London. I do like the way this bottom that right there. See if that holds. Might body it first, but let's see if that holds. And why didn't the Qs ever show up? Huh. I don't know. Oh. Apparently the Qs don't want to show themselves. So we're Bitcoin. Open up. Right into that weekly opening gap. I said that was 50. Give me another opportunity. Right there to go short. See, you waited for that. I'd have waited for that, actually. I'd have missed the move. But I bet you that's 60. It might not be 61. Hold on. It's between 50 and 61, I know. That way it forces people to chase it. Sometimes it's 61. It's higher probability. No, it's not. I do 50 right there. It forces people to sit us up. 1, 2, 3. So you got coin. But yeah, it will force people to sell right there too. Goes underneath 64. We discussed that right here. Oh Lord, let me cut this guy down. There is no real news right now. Stop it. The news guy's on my headset. Alright, let's cut him off. He might be just annoying just so we do clip him off. I don't know. Gold's still trickling down here. Let me go get my dinner, and I will return. I want to leave this up though while I do that. That's gold. Let's do. Yeah. Hold on. Let's see. QSYM. The three little sisters. Uh-huh. We'll leave it up like that. Align. Align, man, align. It's just a line. Actually, it'd be boom. Alright, I'll be right back. I'm gonna eat. I'll leave this up there. Yeah, I shouldn't have started the stream right before I ate dinner, though. It's good dinner. Just eating in my office. Oh, man. But yeah, CPI, PPI, all that stuff. I shall return. I'll tell you what I ate. I gotta eat too. Goodness. That wasn't a big meal, though. I didn't cook. Thank goodness for microwaves and air fryers when you don't feel like cooking, right? I don't know. Uh, yeah, probably no real action until 8:30. But I am wrong right this second. We'll see. If not, I can change direction just with the market. It's gonna be done. What am I looking at? Right here needs filled. That filled it. No, it didn't. It did not. But that's just me. Let's see. Maybe I should have done a different color. Hold on. Can y'all see that? Alright, let's see. Okay, that? Nah, that's worse. I don't. Yeah, that's worse. I don't know. Kind of thinking about either doing. I'm thinking about getting another demo account here. I'm not sure which one I want though. It's between TPT, Take Profit Traders, and um, Tradify. So I might do one of those two. Let's see. Yeah, I'm looking at them right now. I don't know. I mean, I'm perfectly happy and content with what I have. E-Trade and Thinkorswim. I don't really need a prop firm, but prop firms can be fun. Anybody have any ideas what the numbers are tomorrow morning for CPI? We can actually body that. Not right now, though. I don't think so. Not right now. Oh, but that is something to look for. Let's remove this real quick. All right. Our daily trend line. Perfect. That's a yes. I used to hate that people say buy the dip. Well, where's the dip? Uh-huh. That was 17, 18 years ago. Lord Jesus. That was pretty much close, wasn't it? Right there. On that trend line. Buy the dip, sold it on impulsiveness. So it should be 15. Now that's 1 hour. Yeah, that's 1 hour. We want 15 minutes. Let's see. The opening was 40. Alright. Seeing these little boxes, you can see where the openings are. Like the opening right here. And the high right there. And all the times. Just have to do it like this. With the candle right there. You just go over. Oops. My bad. You can be really accurate with it and just go all the way. Hold on, my daughter just came in the room. Hold on one sec. Okay. Alright. Oh, Lord. Yeah, anyway, what we were talking about. I'm going to tell you the opening. Oh, that's 245. That's settlement over here. And the high and low of the candle. Hey, there it is. Yeah, that was only a. Yeah, that was. We up and down? No. Did we? Hold up. That's what I said. We didn't open down. Opened up. Stayed down. Right here. Build it. I'm marking all this. Why did you mark all that? Why didn't you just mark this? Because that's how I do it. But yeah, most people will just do like that. Right here and right here. You also have to worry about this too. Which actually, it's just an obscure one. Going to settlements. I want settlements. Settlements right here. Believe it or not, it's still kind of in that same range. If I was to measure like from here to here. Hold on, puppy's gotta go outside. Hold up. Alright, yeah. Kind of rough for me to do this during the day because kids and stuff. How my children's. He was having such a hard time logging into school today. I was like, Jesus. Yeah, she's homeschooled too. It's crazy. I don't mind it though. Tell you though, kids don't like working land like I did. I used to love that stuff. Well, my son does. He's only 11, but he loves to get on the tractor. He likes that. He's 11. Can go out there in that field. He can drive the whole truck. I had that in the string the other today where they were trying to overcharge me for some tires for my truck. I didn't like that. Take it in the shop and then they try to overcharge it. Oh, what the heck, man? Come on, man. I am not dumb. Let's see. That was our trend line from yesterday. Right there. It's actually a continuation of the downtrend. You know that, right? 1, 2, 3. But it needs to come down a little bit because the CPI is good. You got an all-time high tomorrow, or PPI. You have an all-time high Thursday. One of those two. Push it. Then maybe we can reach it. See, that's the only thing that I'm worried about is I miss the very top. And I'm not talking about, oh yeah, I'm going to ride it past this right here. You know, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about if I miss it and I'm wrong, and I say, okay, well, I'm going to short here, and it goes up here. You see what I'm saying? And there's some educational videos on YouTube that are great for that. Especially if you're going to go short, you don't want to short right this second. You want to short like underneath this, but you want to see it back test up. Like this could be potentially, actually, if I were to, it'd be. I want to go 4 hour. You're not even close to that yet. One, then boom, and then it come up and hurt you. But I will say this though, it does. YM is bearish. I'm a bear on YM. I'm a grizzly bear. All right, let's see. Don't go red. You want to go red. I want to get stopped out. That's great. I'm not worried about it. Let's see. All right. 50%. Might as well just shoot that set, at least. And yes, I am worried about getting stopped out, but it's not that much. Where's that low? I can't get that low. There it is. This is what the bars target right here. It's all wiki down. It's almost like it's pointing down. It's like we need more down. We'll go back up when CPI comes back up. It's not much uncertainty, actually. That's 4 hours. That daily, though. The daily, though. That's all I am. See, the pattern guys need to know something. Alright. For starters, that's not a double top. That is a displacement because you have this over here. And it's a relative equal high. Alright, it's only off by a few handles. Well, no, that's 200 handles off. 114 handles off. So you can't call that double top. If it breaks down here, I will short with you. Right here. Just got to break that. Boom. 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 You're already halfway through this right here on the daily. But are we waiting for CPI? That's why I don't trust that. I'm talking about long term. I'm not talking about like just intraday trading. I'm talking about like swinging it for a couple days. But I get it. Prop firms you can only stay in for a day. That kind of sucks. That really sucks. Because I mean, when you're talking about margin, you don't even need that much. And I mean, I'm not trying to belittle anybody. Some people might think it's a lot, but when you're looking at YM, let's say you wanted to short YM, put it here. See how much you need in your account. Hold on. This is how much you would need. It's indices futures. It's like RTY at $900, I think. It's all you need. It's $900. I'm gonna check oil too. YM's another GP. At least MYM. $1,700, under $2,000. Shoot. That being said, who breaks that? We'll see, but we'll see. Yeah, let's check oil. Let's check my oil. Still hasn't made that move to 65 yet, has it? But they will position you. Market makers will position you to take an L, to take a loss. I'm not saying that they're forcing it on you. But let's say, I mean, look at how many handles that is. And I mean, that was a nice recovery on NQ2, but at 345, it was 23,647 and went all the way down here to 23,586. Well, look at the recovery in 15 minutes. That was over 60 handles in 15 minutes. What's intriguing to me is what makes that tick. Why was it there? Why was that there? Because of this right here. They didn't want to go into this. If I was short, this is where I'd be targeting. And here goes your daily trend right there. That's what I'd be targeting, actually. If I were shorting it. Right in there. 586. That's only 100 handles. I say that like it's no big deal. It's only 100 handles. I had to break all that just to get down here to there. What was that? That wasn't last week. Why did we mark that off last week? I kept it too. Friday. That's the open range for Friday. Is it? Oh, no, that's not the opening range for Friday. I specifically marked this off, and I have no idea why I marked it off. Nah. That went into something right there, well above something. But it might be a gotcha moment for CPI. If it goes up too far for CPI, they'll just sell it down. If it goes too low, they'll just bring it back up. Let's stop off all the longs, stop out all the shorts, and then make them chase. Oh, man. Ay. 15 minutes. 15 minutes. All right, so we'll get about 2 more minutes till 8 p.m. The top of the hour. 1 more minute now. Should start to see some price action in a minute. Whether you're right or wrong, should see something. It's all about cutting those profits. Really short. Not profits, sorry, losses. Really short. So I know you just don't want to land our oil. Come on. Yeah, consolidating oil. Oil's just consolidating there. Oh, 2 NQs. There goes downtrend, son. Right there. Nice little channel too, right? And what happened right here? Slow down, didn't it? You shall see. Nah, nobody really likes trading this unless you're. I mean, I like trading it. It's a little bit slower. Okay, it's a lot slower. Some people have that need for speed. Nah. This is wiki though. Go like that. That's all wick. That will hurt you. That'll hurt you worse than any Asia market will. Look how wiki that is. Jeez. Come into the day. Nice solid structure there though. What happened at 10 p.m. or 10 a.m.? Right there. Look at that move. You would know you were on the wrong side of the trade in a minute. Right there. Wicked up right there. Wicked up right there too. Now it's really wiki because all the moves are made. There used to be a rap song called Wiki. I don't know what the hell it's about. Alright, let's see. Use this as some type of support. Just for a little while. Right. Time now is 8 p.m. Should have some news out in other countries right now. It's East Coast Standard Time. East Coast. Oh, they're talking money supply. Japanese money supply. Ah, that's. Oh, you got some stuff coming out of UK, pre-market Australia. Right. Yeah, really nothing burger news. Yeah, usually the news, the real news comes out between 8:30 and 10:30. We're not looking for this tonight, guys. I mean, up here would be nice. Do you want to see what I'm looking for? Show you what I was looking for. What are you hunting? What are you hunting up here? That is, yeah, you can consider that right here would have been, what time was that anyway? 2:40? I actually like that structure. That right there does look like I had installed this. See this? I wanted to get back over it. That's what I want to see. Then I have to go all the way back up. But see, this invalidated that. And if it is a head and shoulders pattern, which it was key point is was, okay? It was at one point. It's like a mini one. It filled out perfectly too. Jeez. Came back, retest. Pop. Nope. Let's do this. Oh no. I ain't gonna do all that. Oh, so China. Oh, they will suspend or adopt new tariff measures by the U.S. Okay, so they're peaceful, I guess. All right, that's cool. Doesn't sound too bad. Let's see the whole news script. China issues a statement on the U.S. economic and trade ties in which China will suspend tariffs for 90 days and will retain additional 10% tariff rate. U.S. President Trump posed. Okay, the president posed, I have signed an executive order that will extend the tariff suspension on China for another 90 days. So both parties are saying, okay, another 90 days off. Are we not familiar with this? You know what's going to really shock the system is if they actually just unsuspend stuff, okay? I mean, we kind of knew that this was going to happen, right? Right? Oh, we're just going to suspend it in the middle of the night. Yeah, because it's good for both of our economies and it's good for our stock markets and portfolios. We're going to suspend it for another 90 days. Jesus. They're going to suspend it for another 4 years. Watch. They might do something. I don't know. Crazy kids. Suspending it all the time. So that news came out at 8:04. There's really a nothing burger now though. It's like we knew. Yeah. Well, it might react when their market opens a little. I don't know. They're still in pre-market in Japan, so. But we didn't need pre-market Japan last time, did we? No, we didn't. That's how you know when news starts getting stale. Like, okay, this is the same story over and over and over again. It works until it don't work no more. Damn it. Ah. Market reactions like, we know. It's not reacting to that news anymore, is it? I mean, it is, but it's not like before when they said we're suspending it and it would go up this high. Like 100 handles just off the muscle, you know what I mean? It's just like Melander, and it's like, okay, we get you. We don't care anymore. You get it. That's some good news, eh? I'm still saying this is just what I believe. That just because, you know, they've stated that China's not going to buy as much oil from Saudi Arabia. That doesn't mean that they're not going to buy it from like Iran, which is their friend. They're fray. It's the whole BRICS community, man. They're going to stick together, man. Oh, and it's not going to demise the dollar. I used to be part of a forum called Demise the Dollar. Jeez, we would be talking mad stuff. We never expected, like, this was pre-Bitcoin. You know what I mean? It's still on iHub too. The demise of the dollar. Jesus, that's pretty dark. We were thinking real dark, scary, under the bed type stuff. The demise of the dollar. Oh man, are we ever going to climb that wick? See, that's scary because that means, we want to settle this real quick. That's scary to me. Why are you scared, bruh? Because that's awful big wick. But our dollar strengthened, bruh. Yeah, that's not good for inflation, bruh. Well, actually, yeah, it's tricky. I got a bachelor's degree in business management. I've been to college. I've seen the economic stuff, but I mean, all right. This is how I understood it when they explained it to me in college, right? And actually, this is what a hedge fund person told me. Below 80, no. Above 100, no. This range right here, yes. That's what they told me. Melander, all you want right here, and it's been doing that for God knows ever. Same with oil. Well, except for that one time when inflation just decided to go up everywhere. Jesus. It's like, come on down. Come on down. Wouldn't come on down. Hey, pattern traders, what do y'all call this real quick? Tell me what y'all call this. A rising wedge. No. No. I like what ICT says. That is not that's not what that is. That is not what that is at all. I need to start down here, by the way. I hate it when people start up here. Because the start of the movie was down here. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning, London time. Okay, we had nothing to do with that. That is not what you call that. Because look over here. Did you look back here? Did you look right here and right here? Uh-huh. You see where we pointed out? We'll see. Yeah, if I'm not out at a certain time, taking a loss, like you'll hear me say, okay, it's top of the hour, it's 3 minutes after, 3 minutes before, and I'm not out like of a losing position or even a profitable one, I'll be like, no, I can't, because then you'll end up marrying it. Okay, I'll give it like 5 more minutes, or I'll give it 10 more minutes, I'll give it 20 more minutes, I'll give it all freaking night for this one freaking contract. No, can't do that. Reset, reevaluate. That's what you do. Okay. If you don't know why you got in the trade, you should have never gotten the trade, ever. It's like here. Let's say I was shorting right here. You think I'm going to still be short right here? No. No. It'll come back, bro. It'll feel that wick. Imagine shorting right here. You still short? I hear people say that, but I mean, you might get a margin call if you're still short this wick. That's what I'm saying. Anybody, that was a lot of covering, okay? And to be frank with you, people that really covered here probably was short up here, okay? They were the bold souls. The bold souls. What did they do? Most people, I mean, you wait until it's underneath, but you can't wait until it pops over like that and short. Jesus. You'd have made bank. Can't be mad at you, but here I am going, and that's where I messed up. You know what I mean? Well, I didn't really mess up. I just followed my rules. Can't really call that messing up, can I? Can't. If I follow my rules, I can't call that messing up. I give it a specific time. Plus, I was on the wrong side of the trade anyway. So I can't. I mean, I got out and I was like, okay. I got out by a specific time too. I was like, if it doesn't do this, and I got out actually at the top of that candle. Think about it if I married that at 23. I gotta look at my phone and see where I got it. Because it wasn't no more than 10 handles. Because I didn't want to see it break that or that. And I remember in stream I said that I got stopped out. It was like, it wasn't 23, it was in here. In here. This commission threw me off. That was above that. I tried to move it, but it was like below that. Was it 23? I wanted to say it was 23. I don't feel like it was 23. Hold on, let me look at my phone. Tell you where I got stopped out at. Okay, that's what fucked me up. Alright. No, because the commissions messed it up. So, it was 23,725 was what my stop was. Alright, so yeah, alright. But imagine trying to marry that position being long. And you watch it from 723.25 all the way down here. Jeez. Yeah, I don't mind people calling me, but margin would have called me. Well, not with micros, but you know what I'm saying. I mean, that was a 200-point drop. Should have switched it up, bro. Went short. No, because my bias was long, and if you do that, if you switch up your bias right there, it can confuse you. Or it confuses me, I'm sorry. It confuses me. Alright, some of y'all are smart enough as where it might not confuse you, but it'll confuse me. Alright, I've traded on 30-second before, but, and that's really high speed. Nah, I don't like doing that either. So there's just some things that I like and some things I don't like. That's why I like Asia markets. It's not going to give you a freaking, heart attack or anything. It's just going to be like, okay, I can get out real easily here. No biggie. But you have to be willing to cut the losses and then come back. I have literally on 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Oh, okay, record high for yeah. But yeah, I mean, I have literally, like, hey, I could took a loss here, or really suffered just trying to marry it. That's why I was good in the time. I was like, okay. Plus, you do have bank opening ranges, and you're supposed to treat 130 kind of like a regular open. You know what I mean? You have a whole bunch of variables that come into it. 2 o'clock. Apparently they tried at 2 o'clock, didn't they? They just covered. A lot of people covered right there. Market maker wise. Yeah, so that news really is like a nothing burger about the suspension. People are really just like, okay, let's see oil. It's oil in the middle. It can go up as high as 75 and not hurt the global economy. I prefer it down here. It's just a little, looking at my average true range type thing. And you can count candles. People talk about counting daily. If you're going to count daily, all you have to do is go here. You don't have to do daily. You can go like this. How many hours make up in a day? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. There goes your day. 1, 2, 3. You kind of start a new day there, don't you? At that 1:30, at that 1 o'clock right here. Kind of. It's kind of like your daily, isn't it? What do you mean? Look. Got 4. I'm not trying to confuse anybody. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. Wait, that's not right. Why does it say 5? That should not say 5. This is 5 o'clock. That should not say 5 o'clock. 7. Alright, that just confused me. It's supposed to be 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 16 hours. From there to there. Actually, that 4 hour on oil. Look at that 4 hour on oil, though. Pump it. Pump it. Pump the oil. Oh, now we just finding out about the news? Uh-huh. Okay. Actually, you got 10 more minutes. Well, the key is making all-time highs. I just don't understand why, there's a market maker out there. You want to tell me where you put your stop in a half hour ago? No, I'm not going to tell you where I put my stop in a half hour ago. I'll get mean with it, man. I guarantee there's a market maker out there. I know you got your stop in there. Somebody posted on FinTwit too that they actually look at FinTwit tweets. They look at X posts. I'm going, really? What kind of Gen Z thing is that? No, they have algorithms that do that. They have algorithms that read Reddit posts. There's that reaction that should have happened. That is such a delayed reaction on the China news suspension. Well, then again, we were like, okay, we know that's going to happen. Y'all knew that was going to happen anyway, right? Yeah. Everybody's like, yeah. I wonder if the boys said they were shorting this. I don't want to long it until it reaches terminus. Where's terminus down here? That looks like support, bruh. No, technically, it would. Technically, I have to go a little bit. It's not support and resistance. Thank you. That's a little bit different. I consider that green line right here support. Way down here. Y'all see it? Right there? Here, this is the green line I consider. I don't think. Yeah, that green line right there. That. That's what I consider. Everybody's different. Everybody's different. No, my risk is a little bit like, it is time based basically. You don't get to hear, and you know that's going to start. Like, ugh, yeah, that would be good. Just made no attempt over it. See, this is all people short covering. They were just taking profits. Some people tried to attempt again, and I guarantee you they're covering right now. We're on the wrong side, bro. Don't worry, I was here. Well, not yesterday, but the New York session, the afternoon session. But I didn't take it this far. I'd have covered by now. Jeez. I mean, once it starts to do this right here, and it comes on top of that, that invalidates my whole thesis for going short. You know what I mean? This right here made me not want to short, but that wasn't the open. Right, that's not the open. That happened before settlements. People did not want to be short CPI. That's why they did it before the close. That's why they did it before that little algorithm at the end of the day that lasts 5-10 minutes. Yeah, that's why they covered then. They didn't want to F with it. You said you were in, bro. Where's your stop? I ain't telling y'all that no more. Why is every time I tell y'all where my stop is, it disappears, huh? And then y'all run it. There it is. I don't know who's following me, but damn. Y'all crazy sometimes. I'll tell you. I don't know. I don't think y'all could do that, but something's out there. Is it Aladdin from BlackRock? I don't know. I doubt that. I seriously doubt that. I doubt it. It's just fun to think, like, as soon as I say it, not even 5 minutes later, y'all hit it, and it's like, really? And of course I'm going to move my stop up, but that's a whole different story, whole different ballgame. This is not investment advice, blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. I have a disclaimer, blah, 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 blah. So, uh, yeah, I'm taking either Tradeify or Take Profit Trader. I've had Take Profit Trader. They're pretty good. I don't know. But see, I can still hold a YM overnight with my freaking E-Trade or Thinkorswim account. I don't know. It does discipline you a little bit more than that they could, like, just say, sorry, guy. I do like the idea of being funded right away with Tradeify. But I mean, you could do the same thing. I was funded with, matter of fact, I had a pro account with Take Profit Trader, but they also have a reward system. I don't like the giveaways that aren't. You know how they do the giveaways, and some just seem a little too cheesy. If that makes sense, and it's like your giveaway's gonna. Now, if you're using like AI to predict a person or something like that, we'll see. I don't have to have a demo account. And yes, that means I don't have my pro account anymore because, well, quite frankly, I was using minis when I shouldn't have. Okay, that was my fault. I was over leveraging. But at least I didn't use minis in my regular account, right? Done that too. Go above. Where did I say I wanted to get out? Huh? Here. That's that guy's spot. Where did I say I wanted to get out? I just like looking at the pretty squiggly lines. That's all it is. You're taking profits, bro. That's a 15-minute chart, bro. It's not a 1-minute chart. Don't live in the 1-minute chart and you'll be okay. Worry more about the chart than your P&L. You start worrying about the what's happening inside of the charts. What you think about the chart. You're not a true chartist. You're not concentrated on the chart. You can do that with a demo account or a paper account or whatever you want. You also got to worry about leveraging too, not over leveraging. So we got about 4 more minutes to 8:30, and the key is up, of course. Of course it is. I had it marked on here, didn't I? Where did I mark it? Not up there. I gotta go way, way down to the 5 minute. Uh, violate this for me. I need you to violate that. There's one empty. Not in man. AI is not as. Yeah, I like AI, but 5:15. Let's get to 1, and that's MSC. I don't want MSC. I want MQ. That's on the 15. So now I got the 5 and the 15. Guess where I'm marked that I want to. I should go above that, but that's different. There's a certain gap that I wanted that looked really interesting. In fact, wasn't a gap at all. I'm talking about that imbalance up there we all see. That's not what I'm talking about. Right here, and we were talking about it because that was like the true head and shoulders side. Somewhere in here. Ah, right there. On the smaller time scale. There's your neckline right there. This is where everybody wanted to get short right here. Just take less of a chance right here. And it comes back and revisits. That's literally the only time I've followed a head and shoulders if it looks similar to this. Really rapid. Try to knock out both sides, long and short, and then just goes where it needs to go. That last chance it knocked out a whole bunch of what? Shorts right in here. But it invalidated what? This right here. It's the only time you'll hear me talk about like a head and shoulders pattern or something like that. And they can happen on larger time frames, but they look a lot different. If that makes sense. Oh, we had a few back in what was it, March and April. Because this, you can see the line right here. It never reached over. The top never reached over. Never violated. Talking about it once, two, three. And it's somewhere up here where I saw it. Like what I'm really interested in is rates. I thought I drew that, by the way, right here. Maybe I need to draw it again, huh? Well, that was okay. Downtime is 8:30 p.m. East Coast Standard Time. Asia's officially open. Officially. Yeah, I'm gonna mark that. That doesn't mean I'm not gonna try my stop up, right? Expectations versus reality. You're above this too, aren't you? Oh man. Didn't I say this is gonna be a short stream and it's not? It's not now. Yeah, no, about what? 45 minutes later, it's not. Moving on, stop. Well, you got to remember, we are still recovering from last week. People don't look at it like that. But you don't have an actual relative equal high. You do have a relative equal high. I'm not going to say that, but you're close to the all-time high, which is the relative equal high. But you need to go over that. The CPI can do that real quick and come back down and just wick it real quick and just knock anybody out that's short. That's why I don't trust it. Moving on up to the east side, to that deluxe apartment in the sky. Moving on up. All right, enough of my singing. Dude, if we stop you out, will you stop streaming and singing? But just somebody's out there like, yeah, let's do that. Maybe I'll just stop singing for a minute. Jesus. I'll be quiet then. And now I'm up more handles than I lost in the New York session. So I might have been wrong about my bias and my direction, but I wasn't wrong about where I placed my stop. Ha 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 ha. Hoo, 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 ha ha. Can I sing? Can I sing now? Fly like an eagle. Okay, no, I ain't gonna do that. Still can have that. No, I got copyrighted the other night, so I can't sing. No, I was actually playing music. I got copyrighted. Yes, I'm moving my stop up, but not too far up. I'm good. This candle took care of me right here. This candle right here. In 5 short minutes. But that looks like the bottom of all bottoms. No, no, it's not. But at some point I'll come back and back test it. It's definitely not right now. Uh, let's see. Still want to see that. It's not that far away. It's not like 20 more handles. You can do it. Anyway. Oh man. Yeah, this is why I don't want to short. I think it can go higher. I think it can get another 5, 6%, pullback and stuff. I think you should go with a TZA. I think you should go with, a SQ. But when it does stuff like this right here, it makes me really uncomfortable shorting. Like, okay, we're gonna short. Nope. Pop. No, 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 no. This is gonna be the third time it does that. No. I'm gonna take this off. That's why you don't go by like the freaking 1 minute. You go by the 1 minute to enter and exit. You got that to take care of right there, don't you? So if you had this to take care of in the 5 minute, what are we at? 8:38. Okay. Oh man. That would be pretty cool to get like, NQ 25,000 by the end of the year, but I think the end of the year is a long ways away. You could literally wick up there and you not see it for another 6 months. That'd be cool too. We'd all short it. If it wicked up to like 25,000, I swear I would short. Like I'd probably put the farm on hold for a while and run down yonder to the bank saying, "I got a proposition for y'all." Nah, I ain't gonna do all that. What's doing it, Q? Wrong way, Bubba. That's people taking profits. And I might get stopped out. I'm not telling y'all where my stop is. Quit trying to stop hunt me. If I had traded, he's a paranoid guy. No, I'm not a paranoid guy. I think it's funny, actually. I sure did seem that way. Still over the 15 minute. Still over the 15 minute and the 5 minute. Don't be a panicking. Oh, man. But you could hit an all time high like 3 or 4 times. It doesn't necessarily have to break just because you wanted to, but it can with PPI and all this other stuff. Doesn't mean it goes down to the depths of Hades. And I am out. Wait, 2 more points. 2 more handles. I'm out. Damn, really, dude? Really? I say 2 more handles and I'm out, and y'all got me out. And really? I suck like that. You know that, right? Still like the 15 minute. I don't care. I made my money back from earlier today. Oh, man. Why did you do that? I said 2 more handles and you did it. I'm not the NQ whisperer. Stop it. Asia was such a lovely, lovely place before y'all PJ traders came. Lord. Oh, man. Let's see, how many people do I have? Good Lord. Hey, everybody on Flintwood. How are y'all doing today? Okay. I had like 500 at midnight, like all throughout all my channels. Something like 500. It was a lot. I was so tired. I was like, Jesus. Walmart is airdropping items to people in some states. No, thank you. No, you're not going to drone my stuff from Walmart. Thank you. Seriously, you got drones for everything nowadays, aren't you? Somebody in Florida actually shot down a what was it, a Walmart drone? You got to admit though, that'd be a fun job to have. Control the drone to drop off stuff. Okay, National Guard has officially been deployed in Washington, D.C. FBI agents flood D.C. after Trump's crime crackdown announcement. Well, I mean, it is one of the higher crime rates. Crime, all they're going to do is freaking. You know what I would do? So I take all those little crackhead buildings. Like, there's a city down south. What they did was they had a whole bunch of houses that they seized from criminals like drug dealers and stuff, and they turned that area into a nice little park. My God, I was like, this is a nice little park. Yeah, they just tore down everything, and made a nice little park for everybody. But yeah, they have a high crime. They have a bad crime problem up there. We start with the politicians, maybe the Senate and the Congress, work our way around. I'll get rid of a lot of the crime there. Anybody remember Mayor Barry? Mayor Barry? I think that was his name. That dude was on like a lot of drugs. Good Lord. Let's see. Alright, go back to mine. Well, I made my money for tonight. Might back test a little bit more. Got something around that China open. China should have a positive reaction to the suspension. More positive than this, but they're doing an auction, I think. I think they're doing an auction. This is the area where you want to get back in. If you're going to get back in, I'm not. I made my money from New York session. Well, made my money back from the New York session, and good. Plus, the kiddos need me, man. They just ate nuggies out of an air fryer. They like their nuggies. I eat a lot, man. You know, kids are the best excuse to eat unhealthy. I swear. Like my late wife, she would never have eaten the stuff I eat. Like, Lord, she'd go to the store, she'd get fruits and vegetables. What do I get? Dino nuggies and fries. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. I gotta get back in that healthy eating stuff. I really do. She used to cook the collards. Oh, I love some collards. Are y'all even gonna let it get that low? No, y'all gonna trick them, aren't you? I think y'all just came from my stop. It hasn't even went under my stop yet. Really? It just hit my strap, come up here and taunt me for a little bit, like, ha ha, and get some support right there. Oh, y'all suck. See, that's why I don't like telling y'all where my stops are. That was what, 5 minutes ago, 6 minutes ago? Jeez. Anyway. Oh, man. But no, it could go back down into that. But that's another probability altogether. And I haven't done the math, and I haven't looked at the. I haven't looked at. Well, actually, hold on. I can look now. Right there, right there. I did look at this with the higher lows, and we did draw that out. But I haven't looked at YM, redheaded stepchild. I don't know why we say that. Little Orphan Annie, is that where the saying comes from? Little Orphan Annie, is that where the saying comes from? That redheaded stepchild. I don't know. Let's see. That's what I mean. Like, that did not take no more than 2 hours to do right there. That is what I call a real double top. Doesn't even try. Just comes up here for some liquid. And if you turn this chart upside down, it'll look relatively similar to this if you turn it upside down. But it's YM. Apparently YM. I don't know if they're just getting out of certain stocks and everything else and going into tech again. Maybe. That's possible. I mean, if you want to get into stocks, like stocks, the most undervalued, what they've always ignored, the street has really ignored up until like maybe 4 years ago, 3 years ago. Simmons. You know, like Timmy on South Park. Simmons. Anyway, sorry. SOXL. Let's see. Put it like this. It's good to be silly sometimes. Oh, man. There with the 5, blah, blah, blah. Higher lows for the past, what, 20 days, 15? We'll do that on a higher time frame. Let's do that on a higher time frame. Oy vey. I'm not Yiddish, but I love saying oy vey. Not Jewish in any sense of the word, but I like oy vey. I do like that word. Oy vey. And Yiddish, kind of German. It's like the German version. Let's see. It's not Aramaic. It's not Hebrew. It's actually German. Oh, I'm just glad y'all went back down there. Now it doesn't feel so bad. Y'all revisited it. Green on green. That does not look green. This right here is green, but for whatever reason on the stream, it's all blue. I don't know why they do that. Simmers. I like Simmers. You go to iHub and people still talk crap about Intel. I mean, and those futures on iHub have been there for like 25, 30 years. They still talk crap about Intel. Back in my day, I had to walk 5 ways to the computer. The cell phones wouldn't do Ameritrade or Scottrade. What is it, Scottrade? Yeah, it's Scottrade. Jesus, man. Was that 50 of that? I did say I liked it down there, didn't I? I didn't bother to get any. Well, we're to the 50. I should put my money where my mouth is. That'd have made me about $1.50 per share in 2 days. Because I was all like, yeah, let it drop, let it drop. We talked about it in the stream. But I didn't get any, man. Just worried about NQ. Jeez. There's more to life than just NQ. There's more to life than just NQ. I gotta say that to myself. I'm not telling y'all this. I have to say that to myself because I missed out on a trade right there. Do you like that? Die, gold, die. Let's see. I haven't even looked at gold. I'm like, die, gold, die. I looked at it earlier, but let's see. Shouldn't be so harsh. Gold's like, no, I ain't going nowhere. True story. You can look around. Mountain ranges have a lot of gold. First gold mined in America, or what we call America now. I think it was before we even. No, it was post Civil War with the or Revolutionary War. My bad. It was pre-Civil War, post-Revolutionary War. They found it in North Carolina and Georgia. That was the first gold rush in the United States in that area. But it was what's it? It was pre-Trail of Tears too. That's right. Because I had a debate in college about that. Like, did they do the Trail of Tears after they found the gold? Which would make actually a little bit of sense. Double bottom. That's what they say, but that's only like a 5 minute chart, bro. That's only a 5 minute chart. You can't use a 5 minute chart to call that. Nice little reversal though. In the 1 hour. Alright guys, I am fed. And this time I mean it. I am going to let the stream off in a minute. I appreciate y'all showing up. Everybody have a great and wonderful night. Go back and retest that. If you retest that, that'd be interesting before 10 o'clock. But thank you for joining, and I'll talk to y'all later. My 1 hour stream turned into like a 2 hour stream. Let's see.